Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief, APGAINS here, and a little bit of sad news. As you guys know, I pride myself on being the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content creator, even though I hate the word content creator, that is most closely connected to their communities out of all of them. I spend a ton of time reading and replying to YouTube comments. I spend more time than I should as a busy college student in Discord talking to anyone basically who wants to get a hold of me, ask me questions and stuff like that. And we were having a long, nice discussion in Discord, and lots of players were saying basically all of their guild leaders, in one instance 5 guild leaders, guild officers, are just stepping away because with R9, with territory war, with all of it, the pressure is being placed not so much on the early game or the end game and the mid game, but it's getting placed on all of the officers who are now holding the viability, the competitive edge for these, end game 300 plus to 400 plus million GP guilds. And these players are sitting in opportunities where they can get R9 really quickly, being 380 plus million GP guilds. And they're talking to me and they're saying, my officers are just leaving the game, not like stepping down from their roles as officers in the guild, as territory war officers, or even as guild leaders, or even as regular, guild officers where they don't have to worry too much about territory wars. Because why I hate territory wars being the vehicle for R9 so much, and I get a lot of flack. I get a ridiculous amount of flack for saying that I think this was a good update. I view most stuff from the early and mid game because a lot of my content, especially earlier on, but even still now, is guide based. So I'm not going to discount the fact that, positive gear changes are going to be good for a majority of the players. But the reality is that a lot of players do exist in that end game. And the reason I think it's so fucking stupid that Relic 9 is coming in territory wars is because unlike Conquest, where the best characters for all of the meta-defining fleets or squads are coming in Conquest, and it becomes a whale's paradise, plus it becomes super grindy, at least that gives individual players agency over if they get those characters or not. Like, even if it does require you to get money, that still puts the agency in you. You have to make the decision to spend that money or not, or to invest that time in Conquest or not. Excuse me. But the problem with territory wars, and I've talked about this on live streams to a blistering extent, and it's just the frustration has gotten to me is you're putting all of the pressure on the guild leaders, the territory war officers, all of the people who make territory war wins happen for all 50 players. If you're in a 380 million GP plus guild, you're either getting 5 or you're getting 1, which means you can either have it in 4 territory wars or you can potentially have it in 20 territory wars. And there's a huge difference. And a lot of players in these endgame guilds are endgame players who have spent lots of money, and until now, all of the agency has been in their hands, where they can decide what they will and won't accept from Capital Games to stay competitive. But now what's happening is all 50 of these players not only have their fates for being competitive with R9. I mean, R9's not even good, but still, I'm trying to make a point here. It's controlled by these officers who are just under so much pressure, and it's getting to them. Like what happened in Discord, a guy, 5 guild officers left, same day, just mass ping at everyone, hey guys, I gotta step away, I'm done with the game, not coming back. And that puts so many guilds in turmoil. And yes, I understand. I get a lot of criticism, like APGAINS. This is such a small sample size. Not everyone's leaving the game. Stop being this big baby. Well, when I spend all of my time trying to connect to the community, talking to people, talking to players who just started yesterday, to players who've been playing for 6 years now, it hurts me a little bit when people are losing their guildmates, their friends who've been playing this game with them for 6 years. All because of a change that, honestly, it didn't need to happen at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit here and act like, if I was in the boardroom of Capital Games, I always call myself the CEO of Capital Games, but I'm not gonna pretend like if I was there, I could have found a better way to do that, because you guys know I'm a fucking idiot, right? I can't swear because YouTube doesn't like that, but I'm an idiot. So I'm not gonna sit here and be the first one to cast the stone. But I just feel like, with all of those guys at CG, brainstorming ideas, and everyone else whose inspiration they draw from, I feel like we could have found a better way to limit actual progression. Even though I've talked extensively about how I think R9 is stupid and isn't actually real progression, it's just like, whatever. There had to be a better way to administer this. Now, I do appreciate that it's a slow grind. I actually like that it's going to be like light side territory battles where people aren't just going to have Relic 9, like 5 Relic 9 characters in a week. I think that would throw the balance of the game off too quickly, like when Relics came out or mods or whatever. I feel like if there have progression that theoretically could change balance, I think it needs to be administered slowly so that people have time to catch up. So like instead of it's like why I hated Executors so much. It was like instead of slowly pushing down Malevolence's Negotiators and giving people time to catch up, it was like an instantaneous change. Like now it was just like you can't lose. Now R9 is not Executor. It's not amazing. It's not even good. Like it's good for JML. I mean, they're gonna rework his stuff because of the glitch. Maybe they rework him too much and he ends up sucking, but like there are no other characters where Relic 9 really helps them all that much. Definitely doesn't help them $150 or 20 territory wars enough. And like I talked, I did a video with Gridden and I said Relic 9 is not progression. It's just a key. It's just something you need to have. For Crumb said that the next GL is likely going to require Relic 9. We can all imagine that. I mean, we're not idiots at this point. The next Galactic Legend will require Relic 9. So why would you even worry about Relic 9? And I feel like we're worrying about it too much, and that pressure is being passed up to guild officers and guild leaders, and they're leaving the game because of it. Because we're placing this like unrealistic pressure on 2 or 3 people for 50 people's theoretical ability to be competitive. And I think we need to stop looking at R9 as progression and just look at it as a key to like open a crate that is the next Galactic Legend. Kind of similar to kind of what R8 was, though R8 was definitely a lot more impactful than R9 was. And I think we just have to, reach out to your guild officers and be like, hey, I know it's stressful, if we don't, it doesn't matter if we win all of them because R9 is not going to, change our lives, I guess maybe mental health checks on your territory war officers are in order, but yeah, I was just really in a bum mood talking to some guys on Discord, so I thought I'd throw this video together. When times are bad and friends are leaving the game, your guys' support in the community definitely helps me want to stay with the game. A lot of big content creators have tried to get me and some other people to step away from the game, so that's unfortunate. But the game's not dead yet, and the reason it's still alive is because of you guys. So I think that's amazing, and I think you guys got to continue to be amazing members of the community. So from the bottom of my heart, God bless you guys. You're saving me. You're saving my guildmates. You're saving my friends. You're saving your guildmates, your friends. Just continue to be fantastic. I'm going to get out of here. Just a reminder, on Halloween, we're having our Slave Leia cosplay stream where I'm going to eat the world's hottest chips. Probably not have a very good time. If we can get 11,111 subscribers by Halloween, I'll let you guys add an extra punishment on top of those two. Should be a fun event. I hope to see you guys there. And as always, I love you, and I'll see you later.